take a photo. Time to take a trip. We head north to the border. Say you filling up. I'm my favorite type of hoarder. I got kids and
The Big Voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago tribe.
KWTN 100.9 FM. We are live on Winnebago Talks here. Welcome everybody to a beautiful August day here. Couple announcements we want to make sure. Garan Coons, communications officer for the Winnebago tribe, known as DJ Guaranteed. We got DJ Bethani, the Winnebago Indian news editor in the house. And then we also have the Physical Resources Director and Winnebago Indian News Contractor, Mr. Brian Chamberlain, who goes by MCVKC, here with you. And today is the finale of season for Winnebago Talks. We're cutting the season off here. 47 episodes in the books.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel very grateful.
Man.
Season 3. Episode 47.
Right. I mean, all things must come to an end, but that means that season 4 is coming your way. Come on in, Calvin. Come on in. And then here today also, we have a whole slew of updates that we want to get to. We also have some people that are going to be joining us, including the Healing Ribbons organization out of Omaha, Nebraska. They're going to be on here today. We have Indian Health Service is going to be on today. We have our neighbors to the south. They are having their harvest celebration this weekend, and they're going to be joining us here today. What else do we have? The update from Winnebago in the news, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, let's do it. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, MCVKC.
Good morning, everyone. It's nice to be back on the show. I had to miss last week, but of course, the latest issue came out on Saturday, August 16th, so that was just this past weekend, and of course we were able to feature quite a bit of information. Probably the most wonderful headline that the department ever wants to hear right there, the record-breaking performance of the live stream over the 159th annual homecoming celebration.
Definitely
a truly momentous occasion because there were over 79,000 views over the 4-day weekend.
YouTube, Facebook broke the record. Good job, guys. Good job. And kudos to the team there, man. Wow. That was starting with the IT from the infrastructure, making sure we get some lines going. Then we had to set up the crew. Wildlife and Parks helped out with that. Physical Resources. Man, it was just all hands on deck. And then the camera operators, the behind the scenes, and of course the MC kind of, no, I'm just playing. But good job there. Good job, man. I wish I had my... As you know, here, we're going to have a moment of silence for the death of my laptop computer. I'll tell you a little bit more about that when we come to the rant of the day here.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I
Can't wait for that.
Yes.
But nonetheless here, Winnebago in the news, what else you guys got?
So, of course, then the Youth Artist Showcase was held also this past week at the theater in the Winnebago Public School. Does it actually have a name? Have they even named the theater?
They were considering it the Fine Arts Theater. Shout out to Austin Bales. He was there helping us with the internet. He actually made mention that they don't actually have like a specific name for it, but it would be really awesome and cool to maybe name it after someone prominent here in the community.
Right.
So.
Yes, indeed, especially people, because we have a lot of artistic individuals, not just, with media and those type of things, because we have tons of people that do have that gift, that talent of being able to draw, to be able to create, sculpt, all that kind of stuff. And I don't want to ever take anything away from them, but we also do have performers here in the community and as tribal members as well. And I can think of a few names, but at the same time, maybe they'll come to that point as well. But of course, those artists were able to showcase their films. And do you remember how many there were?
There's three. Yep. There's
okay.
a music video, there was a animation, and there was a short narrative film.
Nice. Kind of squirrel moment there. Did you guys ever create your own animation with a book?
Oh, yeah. Those were the best.
Mr. Medi, shout out to him. He's probably watching and stuff, you know what I mean? But that was I was like, wow, that's how it's done.
Yes, my Algebra 2 book from my sophomore year had quite a few cartoons in the margin, so I have to say it. But yeah, definitely a good thing there. But of course, the Winnebago Indian News comes to you every 2 weeks, and if you do not receive the Winnebago Indian News, your family members have moved or you yourself, please get a hold of our circulation manager, Tyler, Tyler, Tyler.snake@WinnebagoTribe.com, and she will be able to update your information. We also have information regarding the upcoming primary election. We will be hearing from the individual candidates as they submit their letters and they're out doing their campaigning, because it is election season here in Winnebago for the 3 vacancies on the Winnebago Tribal Council.
Hey, mark your calendars. You guys debuted a flyer yesterday. Physical resources.
And it's in Bethany's email if you're able to open that. So.
And kind of tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, as the Physical Resources Director, myself, and the Assistant Director, Autumn Neiman, we will be at the Winnebago Senior Citizen Center next Monday, August 25th from 11:30 to 12:30. So any Winnebago seniors or Winnebago tribal members, for that matter, if you want to come down, you can ask questions, you can see how we do things related to the services provided from the department to the Winnebago tribal membership. See if you're on the list for the lawn mowing, snow removal, all that kind of stuff. We will be there to answer questions in relation to the Physical Resources Department. I'm not going to say we answer every question because I don't know what the health department does. I don't, Human Services has their own things going and that kind of thing. But if you have questions about physical resources, come down to the Senior Citizens next Monday in between 11:30 and 12:30. Bobby Wolf, who is the current manager of the property, is totally aware of that, and she said more people come down during the lunch hour, so it would probably be better if you're here during then, so that's why we picked that time period.
So that's upcoming.
Yes, this Monday, August 25th, and if you can't make it, don't worry, we will be coming back again soon. Don't think that it's a one and done shot. It's not.
Okay. All righty. Now, I just want to recap last week, just real quick here. We'll go through it real fast. Last Tuesday, we made mention that we had that Elders Talent Show.
Yes.
And it went really good. They had a storytelling category, a joke telling category, art category, a dance category, and a singing category. Man, Ramona Baker, wow, man, she won the singing contest, and then Sarah Snake sang a song. She went a cappella on it. Oh my goodness, we have to get that song recorded, and it has to be on ARL because
definitely
the 55 and over, man, they got some talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shout out to the crew for that one. We moved to Wednesday. On Wednesday, we had that bonfire round dance down at Ho Chunk Renaissance. They debuted those children books, and if you have an opportunity, there's 3 of them. And they're with sound effects and their audio children's books, animation, things like that. Shout out to their multimedia department for doing a good job. And then everybody that came down, New Breed sang, and it was just a good time. The one that captures my attention on that one is my daughter, my son, and my older son. They came out and danced, the round dance and stuff, because they were in it for the spot dance, just to encourage them to come on out. And man, I just remember that. It's a great memory and stuff. Then you move to Thursday. We went to the Words of Wisdom event. How did you think that went?
I thought it was really enjoyable. It was good to see all the smiling faces, all the elders visiting and catching up. And I do know that they do have more events like that in the plan. So I know there was some concern out there that was expressed that they need to do some more outreach. So they'll have more in the works, and so
challenge accepted right here. Communications and stuff. We got to work with the WCHS and the public health department.
The Wajoki Project, Winnebago Comprehensive Healthcare System.
That's
but
good.
I really enjoyed it. It was good.
Yeah, to see all the elders, and then I noticed too that they dressed up, and that was a good reason for them to dress up. Savannah was down there; she was taking portraits and everything. We're excited to see those, and they shared some words and stuff. So I got the video camera out and captured them on some of their words and stuff. Man, it's pretty good. So, anything else?
From the Winnebago Indian News, of course, Bethany introduced herself also as the new editor for the Winnebago Indian News in this last issue. So if you want to know who she is, if for some reason you don't know, she has a very good introduction in this issue as well.
Okay, cool. All righty. And you'll be back for
the
answer is the rant of the day?
Yes, and the rant of the day.
I have a joke of the day, too.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
And I'm going to give you guys a hint when you're thinking about the questions. Think about firsts.
Firsts?
Yes.
Firsts. Like fur?
Not F-U-R, no.
Okay.
So, okay, we'll see you then.
Thank you, Brian. As we're going to welcome in, do we have some people online?
We do. Yep.
Okay. All right. So kind of transitioning here, do we have a couple announcements? Just upcoming here, we're going to talk to the Healing Ribbons crew here, and they're going to be in our headphones. So just kind of FYI for those that are in our studio and stuff. We'll probably kind of come out of nowhere on the conversation and stuff, but just wanted to give you guys a heads up. But we also have Indian Health Service and our relatives to the south who are going to be talking about their harvest celebration that's coming up too. Calvin and the crew are here, so we're excited for that. So stay tuned. But nonetheless, go ahead and see if we can bring them up, huh?
Yeah, I got you. So let's see here. We have Alex and Kateri. If I can. Okay,
Can you
they're
hear us
up.
okay?
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right. So Garan, Coons, Bethany here, and go ahead and give us your introduction, ladies.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Alex Lovren. I am the Executive Director for Healing Ribbons, and I'm an enrolled member of the Sichanga Lakota tribe.
Hi.
Wow.
Oh, hi. My name is Dr. Kateri Hinman-Peto, and I serve as the president of the board of directors of Healing Ribbons. And I am Umaha Ho-Chunk Seneca, and I am proud to be an enrolled member of the Winnebago tribe of Nebraska.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. And I worked with you ladies last year, and you had a great event there on the Creighton University campus. Tell us, you guys are going to do it again. Let us know about an event that's coming up.
Yes, so on Saturday, September 6th, we are hosting our second annual Gather Round for Healing Community Round Dance. And this event is in partnership with Creighton University and the Washcon Foundation, which is another Indigenous nonprofit based out of Omaha, Nebraska. But the event will run from 1 o'clock until 6 p.m. And we have a lot of really fun specials, from a Truth and Reconciliation Wear Orange special to highlight for the month of November the survivors of Indian boarding schools and honoring our children. We also have a ribbon skirt special for youth girls, which is really exciting. So girls ages 18 and under are welcome to come and participate and wear their most special ribbon skirt. And then we will have a youth hand drum contest. So anyone that wants to come and share a song are welcome to participate in that.
Nice.
As well as a Sweetheart special. We are doing the potato dance again, which was a lot of fun last year. And then the Washcon Foundation is sponsoring a sidestep special.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah, it's always a good time. And then I think too, last year we started with the prayer, and then we went into some dancing, and also the Whitetail Singers came down. They shared their beautiful music, beautiful round dancing and everything. And then I think we participated in a community meal. Is that going to take place again?
Yes, so the event will start at 1 o'clock. And then the community meal will happen at 5 as we kind of wrap things up. In addition to the specials that we're having, we'll also have vendors from around the Omaha area and surrounding areas that are coming down with their different crafts and jewelry. And it should be a really exciting event with a lot of participation from our community. So we're really looking forward to it.
Tell us a little bit about the Healing Ribbons organization. What is it, and what do you guys do?
Yeah, so we are a 501c3 grassroots organization or nonprofit, and we are entirely Indigenous women led. And our mission is to uplift our Indigenous women, our Two-Spirit relatives, and their families by providing access to culture and using culture as a means of healing. So we were founded in 2022 by Tammy Buffalohead McGill and Becky Sullivan. And it was founded on the belief that there's power in gathering, and that providing that sacred space for our matriarchs and their families really helps us celebrate our culture and in turn help heal and create together. So we're really about providing a sense of community and space for our Indigenous people coming from all walks of life, whether growing up in an urban setting or coming from the res. We just really just provide that opportunity for us to celebrate in community and support one another.
All righty. So we have the flyer up here on the live stream, and then can you read that?
Yeah, so the Gather Round for Healing Community Round Dance, hosted by Healing Ribbons in partnership with Creighton University and the Washcon Foundation, is going to be Saturday, September 6th 1 to 6 p.m., Creighton University at the Scott Student Center Ballroom. The address 2500 California Street in Omaha, Nebraska. We have 68178. Master of Ceremonies, DJ Guaranteed, Garan Coons, Winnebago, Nebraska. The drum group, Omaha Whitetail, Macy, Nebraska. Native American vendors with selling jewelry, art, t-shirts, etc. A community meal will be provided at 5 p.m. And they have a lot of specials lined up as well. You can scan the QR code for more information, and that's located on the flyer.
All righty. So we just wanted to recap for those folks that maybe online, you can hear Alex and Kateri, right? I just got a message that they probably can't hear it over terrestrial. The replay, they can hear their introduction and everything too. So Lisa, if you're out there, try to jump on the YouTube or the Facebook and should be able to hear them, right? Give us a thumbs up or anything like that. Let us know because we just want to make sure. But Alex and Kateri, this organization, you guys do a lot of great work, and you guys have a fashion show?
Yes, we do have an annual fashion show. It is the culmination of our Art of Healing program. So this is a year-long program that community members go through. They participate in talking circles, community meals, and this is where we're learning some of the traditional arts. Our community gets to tell part of their story through the regalia that they're making, and they get to wear that at the fashion show. This is going to be in November. Yep, you've got the flyer up right there, November 2nd. And this will be at the Joslin Museum this year, starting at 1 o'clock. We would love to see the whole community come and rally behind everybody that's going through this program. A lot of work goes into this, and a lot of healing takes place.
Definitely. Thank you for sharing that information. Ladies, I appreciate you guys coming on. We hope that we get a lot of people from the Winnebago area. I know that a lot of people from Walt Hill, Macy, and Sioux City tune into the show. So we're going to be heading down there September 6th to Omaha, Nebraska. Creighton University is the place to be. And anything else that you folks want to make mention or anything that we missed?
I just want to say we have some good prizes for our specials. We're giving out some Walmart gift cards. So come on down. It should be a really fun event. We had a lot of fun last year. The community meal will be pizza from Godfather's, which was really yummy. And I just hope that we get a good turnout, and we'd love to see you there. And we'd also welcome you to come check out what we're doing here at Healing Ribbons and learn more about our organization. And consider joining us for our program in 2026. We'd love to have you.
Nice. Thank you, ladies. And then here's a very important announcement. Last year, it was during one of the Nebraska games. So everybody wanted to grill out and all this and that. And they were like, I'm not sure if I'm going to go down to the round dance and stuff. There's a night game that night. So come on down, do some round dancing, and then you can watch the University of Nebraska Huskers play some football. This is the year. But thank you again, Alex and Kateri, man.
Thanks,
it's good
ladies.
to see you, and then we'll see you soon, huh?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Peanut Gigi.
All righty. Cool. Very good. Very good. So we're going to be looking forward to that. And the one that I have not able to master yet is the potato dance. Have you ever tried that?
No, just got to be a spectator.
Yeah, man. There were some potato dancers down at the round dance last week and stuff, and they had a good time. Okay, I'd like to invite our next guest in. Let's talk to Calvin and our relative here from the Omaha tribe. Come on over. You're going to go ahead and sit at the microphones. Go ahead and throw on the headphones here. And our good friend Laura McCauley, she reached out to us and she mentioned our people from the South, the Omaha tribe, they have a annual harvest celebration that's going to take place, and that's upcoming. So we're here to discuss that. But before we do here, we wanted to get your folks' introduction. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the good folks out there. So, Calvin, go for it.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be here this morning. It kind of took me by surprise here. I was hard at work in my office at the Family Resource Center in Wald Hill. I'm the executive director there, and about 20 minutes earlier here, I got a call to come up here to talk about our harvest celebration in Hidewachi, and it's an honor for me to do that. So Feels good to be here.
Yeah.
Hear these fancy voices. You guys are smooth, man. I like that. All right.
Good morning. I'm Deanna Parker Galvin, and like Uncle here, I was hard at work in my office next door to Uncle and was assigned to come up. I also serve on the POWA committee, so
Oh, okay.
I was happily ready to help
Yeah.
come up and announce for our upcoming celebration.
Nice. Thank you guys for joining us. And then to tell you a backstory, DJ Bethani, is Calvin here. Lisa, my aunt Lisa, she took my mother Teresa as a sister. And so Calvin is my uncle. So every time that we see each other, you know, I say, hey, how's it going, uncle? He refers to me as nephew and stuff. So that's, you know, want to say thank you to Lisa Drum for doing that on behalf of my mother. And there was a ceremony that happened at that celebration one year, and they put a shawl over her, and then Calvin talked and expressed, you know, those feelings and everything too. So I just wanted to kind of make mention of that.
Yeah.
But this weekend here, so starting, I want to say Thursday, correct?
Actually, Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Oh, sorry for cutting you off. I didn't intend to do that. Forgive me, nephew. All these thoughts, this time of year, especially for this celebration coming up, you know, we consider it to be one of the oldest in the nation, and so it's been around for a long time. So as you can imagine, it is steeped in tradition. You know, there's a lot of things that go on, not only with the scheduling, with the specials, with the contests, all these kinds of things. There's also prayer involved, you know, and so actually we begin tomorrow morning at about 6. Our spiritual leader will come in and make that prayer and bless the grounds, and the staff that are there, you know, will be in attendance, and it gets to be a big thing with the breakfast, and that's how it starts. And then after that prayer is made, you know, the campsites are open, and people come in and set up their camps, and it's interesting because now we look towards tradition in that sense, because one family's camped here for generations. There's another one over here, and all of a sudden there's somebody, a newcomer comes in, and so we've got to follow that traditional law, you know. And
Yeah.
it's always interesting because traditional law often takes precedence in these times, you know, and people, the young ones especially, stand up and say, you know what, I don't know why it's like this, but it's like this.
Yeah.
You know, and that's that traditional law piece that we follow. And so it goes on through until Sunday, you know.
Yeah.
And there'll be just a whole bunch of activities going on, you know, and we showcase our talents, our traditions, you know, and of course our veterans organization is going to be a big part of that. I'm a part of that, and so also too, I'll be trying to man the Eagle's Nest, you know.
Yeah.
Again, this will be my 5th year as one of the MCs, and they call on me because I speak the language. I'm one of the language speakers, and so I look forward to that as much as I can, you know, and I think we're going to be blessed with good weather this year. That's my hope, and that's the prayer. You know?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
That kind of takes precedent, you know. So.
There's a lot of people here from Winnebago, and they have relatives from the Omaha tribe, whether it be Macy, Walt Hill, and just kind of want to make mention of that. But the origin of the celebration, could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I'll tell you, that's that comes from back in the day when the Omahas followed the tradition of our people. You know, we look at this as a celebration of harvest, and the Hedewachi. You know, this is when we come together and we celebrate the abundance of food that we've received. You know, the hunting throughout the summers. You know, back in the day, the buffalo hunts and those things along the river, the fishing, even the fishing, you know, played a big part of that, you know. And so we come together and it's interesting because after New Year, you know, for us, our New Year is Meipahunga, it's called. It's that first thunder. You know, we have that ceremony back there. You know, the ceremonies were done a little different, you know, than they are done today, but we still try to follow those things. And so the Hedewachi was no different. You know, we come together, follow the moon, you know, and the harvest. And when we come together, you know, it wasn't only about the plentifulness of the food, it was about our families surviving, making it through this time of the year.
Yeah.
The seasons, honoring the seasons, and saying goodbye to that past season in that prayer, but moving ahead with the new one coming, and asking for a bountiful harvest each and every year like that, you know. And so it started like that many years ago throughout the course of our migration, you know, from the Ohio River Valley all the way over here, and we have relatives to the south today that are even placing us all the way to the Chesapeake Bay. So West Virginia, those areas, you know, and so this has followed us, and we've always tried to follow that tradition and honor our traditions, honor our traditional law, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's like that. And so today it's no different. You know, we do the best we can. You know, it's interesting because we follow that tradition, we follow that prayer, we follow those ways, but at the same time too, we have to keep up with contemporary times.
Yeah.
You know, and this powwow, you know, how it's going to set up the celebration. You know, it's going to be from my understanding, it's going to be a bang up powwow. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? There's prize money. There's specials. I know the veterans this year have their own special.
Nice.
And that's going to be interesting because these are things that this is uncharted ground for some of us. You know, I've always looked at it as a time of celebration.
Yeah.
You know, time of coming together, families coming together, eating together, sharing in a meal. You know, name giving ceremonies, these kinds of things. You know, honoring our elders, honoring our veterans, of course, honoring our young people who have reached these milestones today, graduations, going into college, these kinds of things. You know, today it's different. The concept remains the same, but the goals are different. The
Definitely.
achievements are different. You know, and so we want to keep that going, but we also want to keep that traditional prayer piece in there. You know,
Yeah.
'cause Umahas throughout the course of time, even today, you travel to different tribes, you travel to different parts of this country, and you talk about the Umahas and the prayers, and I heard it said here from somewhere else that you go to that Umaha powwow, and it's not just a celebration, it's a prayer, it's a ceremony, you know, and they still do it like that. You know, we have tribes that honor us for the Umaha dance, especially up in Montana, those areas, you know, Northern Cheyennes. You know, back in the day, we traveled with the Northern Cheyennes here all the way up to Blood Run, you know, Good Earth, as it's called today, you know, and there were many tribes here, Oto, Missouri, you know, tribes to the south that traveled with us, the Ponkas, you know, our sister tribe. And today, you know, we try our best to keep those ceremonies going, you know, especially beginning with that prayer. Our people say that, you know, nothing begins without a prayer, tobacco, you know, and this started back there and it continues today. You know.
Deanna, when you joined the powwow committee, and thank you for that explanation and kind of the backstory for that. You know, it just gives us more meaning. And but being on the powwow committee and stuff, kind of explain how is that for you, and how is that for this committee? Is this committee here, to my understanding, is one of the largest committees you guys ever had?
Oh yeah. So it's interesting that you asked me that, because I had actually just reflected yesterday on my social media how, man, it's been such a long road, because I'm in school too. So I had classes twice a week. Then we had our committee meetings twice a week as well. And I was like, oh, I can feel the end here. And I'm feeling, you know, relieved. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling accomplished, because you're right. Our committee was 15 members. There's 15 of us.
Nice.
And we couldn't decide who to send up here today.
Oh.
And here I was with uncles. So I'm happy to do it though. But yeah, we had so many goals. You know, we drew out our goals, and I'm happy to say we were able to accomplish that.
Nice.
We had so many donations for all of our ideas, you know, that
Yeah.
we wanted to instill in there, and make sure that everyone gets served, you know, make sure everyone is comfortable. You know, we want to
Yeah.
ensure our elders are comfortable, and ensure that they're taken care of while they're there,
Yeah.
so they can enjoy that time. And then yesterday I was witness to our tribal chairman. They sponsored a breakfast to open up the Omaha Week, you know, our festivities. And I was able to hear him speak. And one of the things that he encouraged was that we all be good to one another.
Yeah.
And we all greet each other, you know. And I even heard an elder speak yesterday, and he said that. He said, growing up, he said this was always the time of the year when families came together and we came to enjoy the celebration, and we were good to one another. We greeted each other, you know. And he laughed, and he said, even if it's just for powwow, you know,
Yeah.
to put all those worries and concerns away for that time and come together and celebrate our harvest and be happy and give thanks to Wakanda.
Definitely. I guess that's going to lead me into this next question and stuff. You know, you look at the 5-day celebration that you guys have, and then I know Thursday evening, a lot of the powwow people come from the 4 directions. That's when the kind of like what they say, the contest starts. But when I was going down there, when I was growing up, we used to take our family drum group down there, the Ho Chunk Singers, and you know, there's certain protocols, like you guys only have one entrance. There's a pole there that people, they say, you know, leave your problems. And I always remember the MC talking about that. And you know, you touch that pole and kind of come in with good feelings. And then when you exit that area, same thing with the drum. You know, you bring it in one way and you take it out. And you guys have the tail dance songs. And there's stories behind that. And it's just a really unique celebration. And I always enjoyed, and our family still enjoyed. I'm married into the Omaha tribe too, you know, Ashley and her family and stuff. But yeah, it's a great celebration. I guess my question to you is, out of all those, you know, what's your favorite part of your celebration?
I would have to say, for me, growing up, just remembering all the dances, especially the women dances. I don't see those as much anymore, and I kind of forgot them. But I can remember them. I remember my grandma's all dancing, round dancing.
Oh,
it was like
okay.
a round dance.
Yeah.
And they would have each other. My grandma would have her hand on the next one's shoulder and
yeah.
so forth, going around.
Yeah.
And then I wish I could see that again. But now the tail dance.
Yeah.
Watching the tail dance songs.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. And seeing family.
Right.
And getting together.
Yeah.
Seeing everyone happy. Seeing smiles on our children, you know, seeing our elders, being able to witness, you know, the dances and just all of that.
How about you, Calvin?
Yeah, it's about the same. It's about family, you know. We come together. They say homecoming celebration. You know, we have family out there in the world, and for many years I was a part of that. I'd come home during the celebration, and today actually being home after all them years out there and seeing family come home, you know, making a relatives. You know, I've traveled extensively and worked in many different areas of this country, you know, and I've always said, you know, that, and I'll say this real quick, not to get off subject, but, you know, Native people make relationships. You know, I've worked in the white world, I've worked in the corporate world, and you make friendships, you know, whether they're acquaintances, you know, coffee breaks, you know, you're sitting down, you're talking with somebody, and you make friendships along the way, you know. But with Native people, we make relatives, we make family, you know, and tough times, you know, out there in the Western world, you know, a person will think nothing of stepping on their friend, you know, relationships, the emotional ties just aren't there. But with natives, we have that emotional tie. You know, and when we invite somebody from across the country to come here and they show up, man, that just makes our heart feel good, you know. All right, family's here, you know.
Yeah.
Now they can meet my family here, you know. Today, you know, I feel that way, you know. I come from a powwow family. Of course, my sister Lisa, my sisters Rose and Alicia, you know, and veterans, you know. My sister's a combat veteran, Alicia, and you know, we're so intertwined in that, whether we want to or not, you know. Years ago, I gave 4 years to be an MC because of the language. And last year, I told Chairman Sheridan, my brother-in-law, I said, I'm done. I'm not going to do this no more after this. I put my 4 years in. And lo and behold, here we go again, the 5th year, you know. I'd kind of not like to think that this is the beginning of another 4 years, but we'll see. But the point is that for me, it's always family. It's always a coming together, because I started off in that arena when I was a little boy, you know. My uncle gave money away so that I could come into that arena and dance. And so I danced like that. And I mean, geez, that was what, 50 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Long time ago. There were still dinosaurs moving around. But, the point is that, we think about them things. The memories, the people that were out there, the songs that come back, that have been forgotten about for so long. These are things that, our old people used to say, "Giu Jawek the money." That means that you're just feeling good, you're having a good time out there, meeting family, you're walking through there and even seeing them little ones running around inside and outside, that's a good feeling, because these are things that will never go away. They'll always be here for as long as there's people. So we need to keep that tradition strong. And I know that years to come, days to come, this will still continue, because we're not leaving an impression, but we're leaving a memory for our young ones to continue.
Yeah.
So I like that.
That's good. That's good. Anything that you want to add there, DJ Bethani?
Just like so like on the art aspect with our homecoming, we our department provides like the live stream. Are you guys gonna be providing a live stream for your Hidawachi?
That would be more of a question for Deanna, because she's on the committee.
Yeah, Deanna, I know that you're doing some videos and stuff that talks about the language and everything too.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So my current position, excuse me, I'm with the Omaha Language and Culture Department, and we've been working hard to keep our language and our culture alive. And so one of those things we've been doing is some videos speaking our language. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been difficult. Our language is hard, I will say. But I know we talked to our IT guys just the other day, and I believe we are getting set up to live stream.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, I know Tobias and the crew and stuff, they do a wonderful job down there. So we're looking forward to it. It starts on Thursday. I think Thursday is more of like what they call a day to have like family specials and everything. But
Our Omaha Day.
The Omaha Day,
Yes,
is that what it's
we call
called?
it Omaha Day.
And then you guys start, not necessarily like with the grand entry, right?
Right.
I mean,
we
you guys
we
start.
traditionally enter the arena like you described, and they do their tail dance songs, the Whitman and his tail dancers. And then I think we're going to have a veterans. We're going to be honoring our veterans as well as honoring our elders. And then we're going to have general dancing, I believe. And then any other specials that need to be taken care of.
Yeah,
at
that's
that
kind of how
time.
we do it here in Winnebago too. Is Thursday is kind of we do some of the social dancing and
Yes.
it's more of a relaxing. Everybody's kind of get setting up camp, things like that. And then Friday is when a lot of the dancers pull in.
Yes, so
singers.
then Friday comes, we still have Omaha Day on Friday afternoon. And then contest and points start on Friday evening.
So any of the dancers out
entry.
there too that are thinking about entering into your contest here, I think there's a QR code. Is that right?
Correct, but I believe it closed last
Okay.
night
Oh,
for
cool.
early registration.
All right.
But we will be open tomorrow, I believe.
All right. Well, travel safe to all those that are going to be coming from the 4 directions to Macy, Nebraska. Little Warrior Park is the
Yes.
area grounds there. Good food, arts and crafts, beautiful singing and dancing all 4 days. And I want to send a thank you to your Whitman. And the story behind that too is that Ramsey is one of the this year is selected by the committee and with the elders and everything too. But he also serves as the chief of police. Is that correct?
Yes.
Correct.
And he just recently helped me last week and stuff too. So shout out to Brother Ramsey. And I know that the celebration, he's going to be leading all the dances and everything too. So our prayers are with him and that everything goes well for everybody this weekend down there to our relatives to the south and stuff. Anything that we want to make mention or anything else that you guys folks want to, as we wrap up here?
Well, I guess for me, I just like to say, everything begins with prayer, and the reason is because also too, there's still sacrifice. Ramsey's going to be out there for 4 days, every session, and like you said, we don't necessarily have a grand entry. We do, but then it begins with those 4 tail dancers and the head man, the whip man. And even in that drum circle, we don't have a host drum. We have a head singer. So these things like this, they're a little bit unique. They're a little bit different in that, but yet they're the same. But then everything begins with that prayer, and then we send the invite out to everybody. Our relatives up here. I got family up here. Them little snowball guys over there. Those guys are my nephews. Pete and Tom and them guys. And so last weekend I was really grateful for my grandson John. Lend me his drum. Lend us his drum, and so everything. Family comes together. It's not just friends. Come on down. You guys are more than welcome. Everybody here is more than welcome to come down. Let's make it a celebration. Let's come together. So Gatega, that means just like that.
Yes, there you go. Good job. Now we have one more last question here and stuff. I think a lot of people are wondering, about that one question. All right, so we like to tease. You know what I mean? And so we're gonna determine who has the oldest celebration. The Winnebagos are the. Oh my God! You guys are gonna have to thumb wrestle. No, I'm just playing.
Toe wrestle. Yeah. Who's got the biggest claw there?
I'm just kidding, guys. Just teasing you. We'll see you guys this weekend. Thank you guys for taking time to come on out.
Thank you. Thank you, nephew.
Good one. All righty. So we have the crew from Indian House Service, DDU, and they have an event coming up. So we get to opportunity to talk to them and stuff. As man, it's going to be a good celebration this weekend, and sounds like the weather's going to cooperate and everything too. So looking forward to that. I think that the best, I seen like in powwow celebrations and stuff, they have the best of the best come out. The best fry bread comes out, the best corn soup, the best, the best comes out. So this weekend, we hopefully get to see you down there. And I forgot to ask them. I think it's free, right? No admission and stuff. Free 99. Alrighty. Come on up here, and it's good to see this young lady here that's helping us on out, and she has some words and also some events coming up. Go for it. Give us your introduction.
Well, my name is Tammy Featherland. I'm the CEO over at the Great Plains Area Regional Drug Dependency Unit, the 16-bed facility connected to the 12 Clans Hospital. So we're right there.
Yeah.
We are a member of IHS, so we are having a hiring fair on Friday, August 22nd at the Little Priest Community College.
Wow.
So we have several open positions. Not all of them are on USA Jobs yet, but we do need everybody to help us out.
Yeah.
And we would like people from the local area.
Come on over, Rose, if you don't mind having a seat here. But Little Priest Travel College Job Fair, career opportunities, and it's going to be taking place this Friday, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if I'm thinking about a career change or just looking into some information, are you going to have like on-site interviews? Are you going to also, I need to bring some paperwork, is that right?
Yes, you need to bring your BIA form, and I always get the numbers wrong, 4432.
Okay.
Not tribal ID, but we do have Indian preference because we are IHS.
Yeah.
So if you bring that form, we're going to be able to scan that in as well as any resume.
Yeah.
If you're looking at just a career change, you don't have to have a college degree for all of our positions. Some of our positions, they're entry level. The MSA positions or CNA positions, you would have to have experience as a CNA, or the LPN position, you would have to have your license for that. But we do have other positions as well. Some of them, they're just, we need counselors, we need direct care staff are our biggest need right now. So, but we do have several positions open right here.
Yeah. I appreciate the outreach because for the longest time, here as a communications officer, I went up to the building one time, but I never was inside. You probably have to have special permission or, a press pass and stuff. We understand that and everything too, but this is kind of like the first time you guys are, having an opportunity to see if you want to work into that. And there's a lot of people around this area that want to help other people, especially get back on track. If they're, have a drug use problem, alcohol use, anything like that, and you guys are there to help. So we appreciate that. Rose, I guess too, you working down there, what do you like about your role in your position?
The number one is just helping our relatives to get on that healing journey and helping them stay clean.
Yeah.
And seeing that point go from A to B when they come in and they're just now getting clean. They're not sure about anything. You know,
Yeah.
what's going to happen the next day or the next week, and then, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks down the line, totally different people.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Seeing them stay clean and they're discharged and things are different.
Then talking about family members and stuff, we're all related, right? You know,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to kind of make mention is that my mother, you know, their family Iron Shell was, you know, my mother had that connection because she grew up in Rosebud, and you know, there was your guys's, you know, grandfather, father, you know, the leader of the family. The very first time I went to a sweat lodge and stuff, he was leading it and stuff, you know what I mean? And then Calvin, you know, I keep in contact with him and Anna and those crews back there and stuff, you know. And so I just wanted to make mention that, you know, the Iron Child family, they come along long line of chiefs in helping, you know, the Shikunju, the Lakota people and stuff. And you're still doing that, you know what I mean? So just kind of wanted to make mention of that. And
Thank you.
yeah, I think that this weekend or on Friday here, if you have an opportunity, 10 to 4. So those people that are from Sioux City, Macy, Walt Hill, and Winnebago, come on over here to Little Priest Travel College and check it on out. Anything else that you guys want to make mention? Like, maybe go for it.
Yes, I did want to say that we're trying to have HR people on so that they'll be able to do the application and that I'll be able to interview on the spot for counselors. My clinical director will come over so that we can do some interviews. So we do want to get people in as soon as possible. So
Yeah.
we've got that extra assistance.
Why would people apply to help you guys? You know what I mean? Like, let them know.
The biggest stumbling block is usually USA Jobs, the application process, because you have to have everything scanned in. People may not have internet access,
Yeah.
or they may not have the ability to scan in their paperwork, or they get confused on what needs to be in there. I've had applicants that they were kicked out because they didn't have they had scanned in their tribal ID and not their BIA form. So they didn't accept the tribal ID. That's what I'm saying. That form is important because that gives you a little bit of a preference, just like veterans preference. It bumps you to the top of the line. So they didn't make the panel because they didn't have the right form. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stumbling blocks. So that HR assistance is really important.
Yeah.
And I mean, us having gone through that process, all of us can assist. Wonderful to have an HR person there. That
Yeah.
Philip, which is the other person on the flyer with me, I can't pronounce his name, but Philip is he's actually a recruiter for Great Plains area. So he's going to be there with us all day. He's flying in on Thursday, so we'll have everything set up. But I look forward to seeing everybody. So please just coming out. You can meet us if you, even if you're thinking about a job with IHS. We can talk to you about what we do because people just aren't familiar with what we do or where we are. So come out and we'll just talk.
All righty. Any other questions that you have for these ladies?
I think we might have probably asked this in the previous episode, but what is something that you both enjoy about what you do? Like, what is something that, like, in the morning when you're getting ready to go to work, you're like, oh, I can't wait to get to work?
It's got to be the clients. They're the reason we're there. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have. I always think of them being our ultimate reason, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a place to work. It's not that they're staying where we work. We're working where they're getting care. So they're giving us the opportunity to change generations, because if they're able to change and change for their kids, their grandkids, it touches so many generations by one person just changing. Seeing that person, like Rose was describing, go from confused and not even knowing where, in a lot of cases, where they're going to live, to this is what my plan is, because that's where we get them. We get them to the point where they can get outpatient care. This is what my plan is. I'm going to live here. I'm going to get care here. I'm going to get. That's part of their treatment planning.
Yeah.
So it's an amazing thing to see when you see that, and you can see that change. Usually it's like 2 weeks in. We always say we don't like day 11, but 2 weeks in it's like when something clicks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's just a wonderful feeling. That's what drives me to go.
What would you say to a relative that knows somebody that needs help?
Get an application. And you can come to our door, ring the doorbell. We'll give you an application.
Yeah, if you just come to the door, there's always somebody there to help you.
Oh, okay.
We'll do whatever we need to help you
Okay.
make those first steps, and yeah, we're always there.
Yeah, and we talked about this on the show through the episodes, is that you're ultimately responsible for yourself. You can't control others. You know, like, I think you need help and stuff. You have to make that decision to get yourself well and stuff. And yeah, just go to their doors, and we should be able to kind of start. Step number one is probably the hardest step, but it's there for a reason.
Absolutely.
So thank you, ladies, for coming on up here. We'll see you guys on Friday. Anything else that you want to make mention, shout outs or anything?
No.
Okay, all righty.
you.
Thank you. Cool. So there we have it. All kind of stuff happening coming up here in Winnebago, as we're going to be wrapping up the season finale of Winnebago Talks season number 3.
Yes.
So tell us a little history about it. We do how many episodes per season?
So we go up to 47 episodes. It just happened to be the lucky number that we fell on.
Yeah.
I want to say when we were in season 1, we moved around a little bit. So we're on the opposite side of the room from when we began Winnebago Talks.
Yeah.
But just kind of giving that fresh feel. So I look forward to the new seasons, but just recapping, like, each season has something special that takes place that, you know, I really appreciate, like, all those that are willing to come on and visit with us. And, you know, I know there's people out there that get shy and they're camera shy, whatever it may be, but we try our best to provide, like, a open door environment, or, like, welcoming environment for those that, you know, they have a special announcement, important announcement, whatever it may be. So anybody out there that knows of somebody that has something coming up, or they have an important announcement of some sort, you can always connect with us, and we'd be happy to visit with you.
Season 1, my highlight from season 1 was Dwayne. Now, if you don't remember Dwayne here, he was a gentleman that was adopted out, and he tuned into Winnebago Talks, and he appreciated, like, especially when, like, Angel Decora used to come up and do This Day in History, and that reconnection. So he would learn a lot through those episodes. And I remember him kind of saying that, and it just gave us more determination to continue on with Winnebago Talks. Season 2, I remember that at that time, the Omaha Tribal Vice Chairwoman, her name is Cheyenne Robinson, and our chairwoman, Victoria Kitchian, they came on, and because they were in a fight against, you know, an enemy, you know what I mean? It was just like something that was trying to take place, and they came together in a unified front, you know what I mean? Making sure that everything as far as congressional and just those worries that, so that was a season 2. And then season 3 here, one of my highlights is that, you know, we just got to share a lot of good things, a lot of information. And then, you know, Brian, and now that, I guess, like, one of my highlights is that conversion, is that you're coming on as the Win editor, is that it just happened just recently. So save the best for last here. You know what I mean? Like, you're just two episodes in, and 1 issue down in your tenure as the Winnebago Indian News editor. So, of course, here we go. You know, we're always willing to take feedback.
Yes. Yep.
Constructive feedback. You know, we'll make mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, and we'll learn from those. So bear with us, be patient, but also we invite you folks to let us know what mistakes we're making, so that we're aware of that. And we appreciate that to an extent. You know what I mean? There's just some things that we'll try to figure out. Live stream yesterday, we were trying to figure out how to get those ladies on, and we come to a compromise, and so it all works out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It was just crazy. We had wires everywhere, and
Like, that's a bad cord. Switch it.
Kevin down the street, you know, hollering into his cell phone. It was crazy and stuff. But how about you?
Well, season 1, I would like to say my highlight is going to be, we had gotten, so I want to say it was when Jordana was our Winnebago Indian News editor, and she just kind of sprung the idea on me, but it was, I believe, for your birthday, but we pulled out those masks on you, and it was Garen's face printed on it, but just the surprise on your face, and we have a screenshot of it somewhere. But season 2, I I actually do want to bring back I would really love for Angel Decora Museum to join us because I really appreciated the Disdain history. So I missed that about season 2. And then season 3.
This season right here.
Let's see. Season 3, I'm going to go with this blanket.
Yeah.
Because we hung it up for season 3.
Yeah.
And it took some
The story
elbow
behind
grease.
it and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it was designed by one of our Winnebago tribal members, Trey Blackhawk.
And really brightens up the room.
Definitely adds character.
Yeah. All right. Good one. Okay. So I don't know if you wanted to recap, but anyways, this is the season finale, and then we're going to get into season 4. We're not going off the air. We didn't get canceled. I hope we didn't get canceled and stuff. But we're just going to go into season 4 and roll out some new things and bring on some more guests to Winnebago Talks and stuff. But we just want to put this one in the books, as season 3 is going to be wrapping up. So we have to get to a couple more things before we do. And we are on the portion. What do we want to go through? We got 3 things to accomplish here.
Yes.
Songs that make you go, is in there, right? So 4 things, actually.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready?
Songs that make you go, joke of the day, rant of the day, and my answer is.
What's the order here?
It's
You can
up to
call
you.
it. You can call it.
Let's see.
Let's hear the joke of the day.
Okay.
All right.
Start
All
off.
right.
Okay.
All right. Let's do
Joke of the day. Let's start. Something light. So, if you listen to All Request Live a lot, or just in general when I host, I usually will end like, "See you later, alligator."
Yeah.
And only one person has wrote me back saying, "After a while, crocodile." That's what I was waiting for. But so it kind of goes with that. But what do you call an alligator in a vest? I don't know if we said
I know this one.
already.
I'm
No.
not gonna give a guess.
No.
Give a guess.
I don't know.
Yeah. Good. It's good. Good.
An investigator.
Oh gosh.
It's like, was this one of Garrickson?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I went back and I was recapping the season.
Yes,
I wrote that joke down when Garen told it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. So here's one that I told Ashley the other day, and she said, "Oh, she just rolled her eyes and stuff." But she said, "Did you know dogs can't scan each other, but cats scan?"
Oh my god.
You know, get it? Cat scan.
Wow.
It was a little delayed. My little wheels were like.
All right. Okay, so that was today's joke of the day.
All right, good one.
For save the best for the last. All right, what's next?
So we could go into our rant of the day.
Okay, go for it. I'll go last.
Okay. Well, for starters, I have to give this a big shout out to my Choka Terry Medina. You guys might know him. But my Choka shared a post on his Facebook that I came across. And so rather than a rant, I'm going to read what it said.
Yep.
And so he said that he recently read an article written by Helen Marin. May have pronounced her last name wrong, but it says, before you argue with someone, ask yourself, is that person even mentally mature enough to grasp the concept of a different perspective? Because if not, there's absolutely no point. Not every argument is worth your energy. Sometimes, no matter how clearly you express yourself, the person isn't listening to understand, they're listening to react. They're stuck in their own perspective, unwilling to consider another viewpoint. Engaging with them only drains you. There's a difference between a healthy discussion and a pointless conversation. A conversation with someone who is open-minded, who values growth and understanding, can be very enlightening, even if you disagree. But trying to reason with someone who refuses to see beyond their own beliefs, it's like talking to a wall. No matter how much logic or truth you present, they will twist, deflect, or dismiss your words, not because you're wrong, but because they're unwilling to see another side. Maturity is not about who wins an argument. It's about knowing when an argument is not worth having. It's realizing that your piece is more valuable than proving a point to someone who has already decided that they won't change their mind. Not every battle needs to be fought. Not every person deserves your explanation. Sometimes the strongest thing that you can do is walk away. Not because you have nothing to say. It's because you recognize that some people aren't ready to listen, and that is not your problem.
2 words. Let them.
Let them.
For sure. Good rant.
Indeed.
Yeah. Thank you for reading that, bringing it all into perspective for us.
Yes.
MCBKC. I like it.
It's
that.
always perennial for me. And the rant, of course, we're going back onto the highway.
Okay.
When we went up to Mille Lacs this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Floating back, along the highway and stuff. And there was a kind of a ridiculous detour along the way and whatever else and stuff. But anyway, so when we were approaching just north of Worthington, a storm was coming. And you could see it coming. As you're out on the prairie, it's not hidden and whatever. So when it hits, it was actually a lot of rain, much more than I kind of anticipated.
Yeah.
So the traffic slowed down, and even the semi slowed down. So it's bad if they slow down because they don't care and they just float through anything, whatever. But at the same time, the thing and the rant is people in the left lane then slowing down and turning their hazards on when you could just get out of the way.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like people like that in that scenario, that's why people crash. And it's like you're not supposed to stop. If you're going to stop, get off the road, or down to the mile per hour they were going, which was snail's pace. And I understand it was raining, and it was raining hard, but move over and, get out of the way.
Yeah, related, but like squirrel moment. The left lane, isn't that the fast lane?
Yes, the people that are trying to get through and whatever. And it's like, if you want to drive slow and get in the right lane and stay there all day, but it's like in that scenario. But I mean, turning your hazards on doesn't make it okay for you to drive slow, and just the whole thing. It's like if the people weren't able to see because it was still daylight, there probably would have been crashes, probably because of just a few clowns. So.
Q and Ludacris move. And you guys ever hear the Walmart version and stuff? That girl screams or something.
It was on the top 5 a while back. Remember we screamed it.
Oh gosh. Anyway,
my rant of the day is gonna go by Naughty by Nature's OPP.
Okay.
You know what that stands for?
Yes.
Other people's property. And there's a lyric that says, "Are you down with OPP?" Yeah, you know me. No. That song is now banned from the big voice.
Turn it off.
So for those folks that don't know, I'm going to share with you that my vehicles, there's 2 of them that got broken into, and some of my items went missing. Good thing, bad thing, some of the stuff was returned, not everything was returned. And then unfortunately, I did mention death of my DJ laptop. Had all my music files and everything too, man. Shout out to the IT department. I did manage to retrieve some of that, but it's you have your crate set up, and Serato and everything too, man. You just gotta get. Oh man, it's gonna take me probably. It set me back. So, we put out posts. I want to say thank you to a couple people. Is that the parents? We just pleaded with the parents, like, check. And I did this at the homecoming celebration. There was a young gal that came up, and she was one of the vendors, and the money bag had $800 in it, and it went missing. And so instead of just like hollering at people and like, that's messed up, all this and that, I just pleaded with, what I could do is just say, hey, maybe somebody brought something that wasn't theirs. Check with your kids, check with anybody. And, if it's something that you don't recognize, it would be recommended that you return it. Same mentality that I put on my Facebook is that, check with these kids and stuff, because we have video of these 3 young gentlemen, and they did. So I don't know who they are. They're juveniles, and they won't release the names and stuff, but I'll let the Omaha Nation law enforcement take care of that. Appreciate all the concern that everybody sent our way, all the help, the shares, everything, that all helped and everything too. And I appreciate it. Finally this morning, my mom was texting me, and she just laid it on me, and I needed to hear it. You know what I mean? She's like, you're too trusting, you're too this, and like, make sure that you get all things geared up and stuff. So we're grabbing a couple dogs, and I'll show the picture in the next episode, so you stay tuned for that and stuff. Ferocious. they're ferocious dogs and stuff. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm just kidding. They're the little, they're little calico dogs and stuff.
Little ankle biters.
Noisemakers. That's why they.
Yes. I'm gonna stop calling them that and call them that.
Yes. That's why they're there.
Yes, I got
Right.
my little guy Yoda. That's
This goes off, huh? All right, but again, thank you for everybody that's helping. There's some still, it's ongoing, but yeah, OPP is not gonna make ARL's top
ban.
other people's property. Yeah, you know me. No, I'm just playing. But
I'll play the instrumental and DJ Guaranteed's gonna freestyle.
again, thank you all and stuff. You know, for everything that. So it's kind of a rant, but at the same time, you know. My rant is about that song. No.
Okay.
If it's not your property, don't mess with it. All right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Okay, so the last thing, what do we have? We did the joke. We did the
Rant.
Okay, now we have
The
the
answer.
answer is for the
Yes.
final time this
All right.
season.
Oh, songs that make you go home.
Okay, let's do one.
Okay.
You got one?
I got one.
All right, let's see. Brian, we need to. This is
I'm nervous.
just to introduce it. This is a competition because we don't know what song she's gonna sing. She didn't say, "Hey, Garan, I'm gonna sing this song before we went on air." But it's a competition. If the audience guesses it before we guess it, you know the audience has won. So far, it's
0,
1,
0.
0, and 1 because we couldn't get that other one. Remember?
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah.
a draw.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're up. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Gotta start from the top.
Okay. So it's the beginning of the song. Wait. One more time. Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Can I give you guys a hint?
Yes.
It was on the top 5 for a long time.
Gee, that's so good too. Dang it.
Can you tell I practiced? Every time, not just kidding. I was sitting here scrambling. I was like, oh, okay, one more time.
All right, we're gonna wave the white
No.
flag.
I have nothing. Sorry.
What do you got?
Have you ever seen The Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival?
Oh,
Brian's face.
man.
Like, where?
Where? I know. It's like.
Try to
It's
sing
like,
it.
I know.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
coming for- It's just the beginning.
Yes.
That's as far as I got.
I know. Yep. Okay. Good job there. Yeah. Everybody's commenting. It wasn't CCR, but we tried.
Okay.
Okay. The answer is who's going first? Ladies first?
It's
Or
up-
is
yeah,
it-
Bethany, and yes, it would be good if you could leave
All right.
because you have to guess one out loud.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll be back.
All right, so while Guaranteed is making his exit, remember Winnebago Indian News. If you want to receive it and do not, or your address has changed, please get a hold of Tyler, Tyler, Tyler.snake at WinnebagoTribe.com and update your address. Okay, DJ Bethany, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, these first two questions, they are multiple choice, and remember the hint from earlier in today's show. So question number 1 of the answer B, this being Milton. You guys need to figure that out. Ready? Here we go. All right. On this day in 1913, Clarence Crane does something for the very first time. What was it? Multiple choice if you need it.
Multiple choice will be taken.
Okay, in 1913, did Clarence Crane trademark lifesavers, rescues a drowning victim using mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, wins the Indianapolis 500, mixes chocolate and peanut butter commercially? In 1913, Clarence Crane does this for the very first time.
B.
That is rescues. Okay, so we will see. All right, then question number 2. Also on this day in 1919, which company is born legally? Multiple choice if you need it.
I'll take it.
Hostess, Nestle, Wrigley, Little Diabetes. Little Debbie. Hostess, Nestle, Wrigley, Little Debbie. Which, on this day in 1919, which company is born legally?
Nestle.
That letter B.
Nestle.
Okay. Okay. Question C is just true or false. Okay. Or excuse me, question 3. Urban legends are awesome ways to help spread wild and crazy stories. One legend says television chef Julia Child was also a sniper in the British Army. Is this true?
Julia Child.
Yeah, you may have seen her. She was back in the day and stuff, and she kind of had that voice like that, while she was cooking.
She was a sniper.
Yeah, was she a sniper in the British Army? True or false?
True.
Okay, true. Question number 4, then. This is where it's going to take a little bit of thought. In the classic movie Grease, the girls of Rydell High belong to the gang The Pink Ladies. Name the original gang of 4.
Ooh.
The Pink Ladies, what were their names in the movie?
Dang, I haven't watched Grease since I was like a young adolescent.
But there were 4, and of course, you think we should let her in the Pink Ladies? They're talking about Sandy. So, who were the 4 Pink Ladies?
It was Buttercup,
Okay.
Blossom, Bubbles, and Mr. Mojo Jojo.
All right, question number 5 then. It began earlier this month, but what is the name of the dynamic meteor shower currently lighting up the night sky? Multiple choice if you need it.
Ooh, dang it, I was just looking at this. I'll take the multiple choice.
The Geminids, the Perseids, the Ominids, the Herculids.
The Herculids.
Okay, the letter D. Okay. And that's it. So guaranteed can come back in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we will go
homeboy.
through these again. And of course, don't forget the Winnebago Indian News comes to you every 2 weeks. And by all means, please keep your addresses updated with Tyler, Tyler, tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com. And of course, also, if you have moved or your relatives have moved, make it known to the Winnebago Tribe's enrollment department because, of course, they just got through the majority of the children's clothing allowance, all these other things. They do not know where you guys live if you move, so please update your information with the enrollment department. Okay, guaranteed. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I got my laptop here. So if I need to look up something, no, that doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Okay, remember the clue that I gave you. So then on this day in question number 1,
Okay.
this being Milt, the answer B. On this day in 1913, Clarence Crane does something for the first time. What was it? Multiple choice if you need it.
Let's go multiple choice.
Trademarks lifesavers. Rescues a drowning victim using mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Wins the Indianapolis 500. Mixes chocolate and peanut butter commercially. 1913,
Thomas Crane.
Clarence Crane does something for the very first time.
I'm going to go with C.
Wins the Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Okay, and you are both incorrect. He trademarked lifesavers.
Oh, I did not even
Yes.
think that one was.
I should have known because lifesavers and then the resuscitation, it was going to be either or and stuff. What did you guess?
Same thing as you.
Did you?
Oh, wait, no.
No, you did the drowning victim.
Oh, yeah, I did the drowning victim.
Oh, you were close.
Yes.
Squirrel moment. I choked on a lifesaver when I was little.
It didn't just swallow?
No.
Okay, wow.
Banned.
I haven't had one since.
Oh, jeez.
Man, could you imagine? Could you
Seems
imagine?
like you just swallow it because they're not very good. But
You know what I mean? Like,
so-
how'd she go? What? She what? Yeah.
I was just a little kid.
How'd she pass away?
True. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
anyway.
she choked on a lifesaver. Jeez. Then they even have the hole in the middle. But anyway. Okay. Hold on 1 second.
I didn't have
Somebody-
teeth yet. No, just kidding.
Okay. Question number 2 then.
All right, let's go.
Guaranteed.
0-0.
Also on this day in 1919, which company is born legally? Multiple choice if you need it.
But yeah, we're going to definitely need that.
Hostess, Nestle, Wrigley, Little Diabetes, Little Debbie. So which company in 1919 was born legally?
I'm gonna go-
Hostess, Nestle, Wrigley, Little Debbie.
Go with little Auntie Debbie.
Auntie Debbie, and you were both incorrect. It was Hostess.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
Who's first? Hostess or Auntie Debbie? Because they
I
almost
think it was hostess.
don't they do like those ho-ho-hos or whatever they call it?
Yes,
Ho-hos.
Okay, so question number 3 then is simply true or false. Urban legends are awesome ways to help spread wild and crazy stories.
Yeah.
One legend says television chef Julia Child was also a sniper in the British Army. Is this true?
Julia Child and what?
She is a TV chef. Do you
Yeah.
know Julia Child? She had that voice like this when she would cook and stuff. Was she also a sniper in the British Army?
That is false.
False. And you are correct, guaranteed. It is false. However, she was a part of the CIA in America.
Dang.
So, guaranteed gets one. there.
Central Intelligence Agency.
All right, and we've got to put on your thinking cap here for question number 4, guaranteed. In
Okay.
the classic movie Grease, the girls of Rydell High belong to the gang the Pink Ladies. Name the original gang of 4. Now, they were asking, should we let her in? That was Sandy, of course, played by Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah.
What were the names of the 4 original Pink Ladies?
They were the. Oh man, I just got to know the answer. All right.
Yep.
The something Ets, wasn't it?
They had names.
Oh man, give me. I can't do nothing. There's no hint or
Nope.
anything. The Newtons. I'm just gonna. I don't know.
4 names.
4
It's-
names.
It's 4 names. What were their names? The Pink Ladies had names. What were their names?
Pam,
Okay.
Diane,
Okay.
and
2 more.
what was the other one's names here? Let's see here. Oh jeez, I don't know. Ethel
Okay.
and
Gertrude.
yeah. I'm gonna throw out Gertrude.
And
out there.
Gert? Okay. You're both incorrect for all of those. No, it was not the Powerpuff Girls, because she said, what'd you say?
I said Blossom,
Yeah, Blossom,
Buttercup, Bubbles, and Mr. Mojo Jojo.
There was, of course, the leader, Rizzo.
Riz.
And then, of course, Frenchie. Remember, I'll teach you how to French inhale. The guys really go for it, and that's how I got my name. Sure it is.
You got the name.
Then, of course, Marty. She was the one that was Vince Fontaine. And then whatever. And then Jan always had the snacks.
Oh, I was close.
Yes. Okay.
So close.
Okay. Question number 5 then. It began earlier this month, but what is the name of the dynamic meteor shower currently lighting up the night sky? Multiple choice if you need it.
Yeah, let's do it.
The Geminids, the Perseids, the Ominids, the Herculids.
The Ominids.
The Ominids, and that is letter C, and you're both incorrect. It is the Perseids right now, and it is considered the largest of them. So, all right, so Garan has 1-0, so it's question 6 in the tie creator or breaker, if that. On this day in 2004, Carly Patterson won the gold medal at the Athens Olympic Games, becoming the first American to win gold under a non-boycotted games. Who won the first gold medal actually for America despite the games being under boycott? Multiple choice if you need it.
Oh man. In swimming? Is that what you
Nope.
said?
Gymnastics.
Oh, gymnastics.
Yes.
I take the multiple choice.
Okay. Was it Mary Lou Retton, Kim Zmeskal, Simone Biles, Dominique Dawes?
I don't think it's Simone. I'm gonna exit that one. I'll go with that first one.
I'll go with B.
Mary Lou Retton and then Kim Zmeskal?
Yeah.
And it is Mary Lou Retton in the 1984 games. Boycotted, of course, by Russia, but she still won the gold.
I was 2 years old.
Yes. So,
Crazy.
yeah, that's that.
Wow. Well, here we are, folks, in the books. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in. All the comments, we're going to get into our shout outs here momentarily, and then we're going to get off the airwaves. But again, thank you for everybody. We'll see you guys this weekend. Man, what a good season here, guys. You know what I mean? We're not going anywhere. Just kind of putting this chapter,
Yeah.
putting that one, putting a stamp on it, throwing it into the history books, taking it up, packing it up, going to Angel Decora. No, I'm just playing. But shout outs.
I want to give a shout out to the Bajoki project. So we mentioned earlier in the show that they'll be having more events planned for the future, but just the project that they're working on, I think it's really awesome. And so I look forward to the next event. And so all the elders out there, I'll be coming and knocking on everybody's door.
MCBKC. Good one.
Yeah, my shout out is actually going to be to the people on the powwow trail. Of course, the Shakopee, Metawankatan, Sioux community had their powwow over the weekend, and it was huge as it normally is. But we also went up to the traditional powwow in Mille Lacs. I have never been to Mille Lacs. And so shout out to the Ojibwe people because Lake Mille Lacs was stunning. I never knew that was that big. And wow. So, and the powwow grounds are literally right there. You walk from one of the edges of the arena 30 feet and you hit the water. It's like bam. So
nice.
Shout out to the powwow trail.
For sure, for sure. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody that's heading back to school, the teachers, and then everybody that's heading back to college and the instructors. You know, prayers to you guys that you guys study hard and vice versa. You know, the instructors, they got to do their part and stuff, you know what I mean? So everybody that's heading back to get their education, man, we see you, we recognize you, and we want to give you a shout out. So including my son, he's a freshman. He got moved in Maury Hall. That's where he's at and doing a good job.
Get her done.
Yep. Just that's the hard part now is like all the, you know, graduation from high school, but entering the 13th grade. Pretty exciting, but it's up to him, you know what I mean? If he got to study, what do they call it? Be disciplined and stuff. But that's my shout out. So you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for joining us here on KWTN 100.9 FM. We are the Big Voice Winnebago Talks. Season 3 is officially now concluded.